You're about to watch is a political debate concerning the low quality of higher education. And I really wonder where these guys might have been educated. I hope they didn't come out of my class. Let's watch this and see what we can learn from it.
We sort of assume this issue of college degrees and more college access is college. What about the issue of quality? I think that's a very important issue that no one's really addressed. And this goes for K-12 also. The quality issue is something economists have measured, and it's something I don't think we can just forget about.
We're going to zoom back in a minute. Do you really think no one has addressed the issue of quality in education? In my opinion, it's probably being addressed all over the place. What is he really talking about?
Sure, George Grove. Absolutely. Yeah. Many colleges are so interested in keeping their revenue flow high that they'll do anything to make sure that the students stay enrolled, grades have been inflated, the curriculum has been watered down. They want happy students. In fact, I know of cases where professors have been disciplined or even kicked out because they didn't inflate their grades to keep the students happy.
Wow, I really wasn't of the mindset that a grade is actually a true reflection of learning anyway. These folks have it all worked out.
Just tell, what does a B- mean at this point?
A mediocre student. I mean,
what's failing? What's a failing grade?
Well, it's C. At a lot of schools. It varies some from university to university, in fairness. But the typical grade in the United States, if you took the average of all of undergraduate students in the United States, is about a 2.2 average, which is just a sort of a 3.2 average, which is about a B+, almost a B+.
So B+ is average, and in the old days, C was average.
Yeah,
so
when
B+
you and I were little boys and girls, or little boys, sorry.
Yeah, please. Look, it's 2010, I could be transgender, but I'm not.
I'll never accuse you of that. It was more like a C+. So we have had almost a grade level in inflation. And the gentleman's question, I think, was a brilliant question. And Margaret and George and I can't speak for Michael, we're all agreed. And Michael spoke to this earlier, too. We have a quality problem, but we also have a problem. We don't measure things. Did UVA have a good year last year? Who knows? How do we know what the students at the University of Virginia knew last year compared with 10 years ago or 20 years ago? We don't measure it.
Absolutely. When I say accountability, I'm talking about ways to...
That just blows me away. So now a grade is really the major guru to allow us to know whether learning has occurred. All I've done to present these topics, really the mindset behind it, is just to get you thinking a little bit. Is learning really a grade? Are we talking learning? What are we talking about with these videos? Kind of interesting, isn't it? Let's tune back in.
Get a handle on cost, productivity, efficiency, and quality. And we're not going to do any of those things without any information. And that's what we have now. Virtually no information.
And the value add of the educational experience.
Exactly.
You know, we don't ask, what did you know when you got here? And we don't measure how much you learned as you stayed there. We do, but the degree is a proxy for that. Well, it may not be a particularly meaningful proxy. We do regulate higher educational institutions. We accredit them. We have regional accrediting bodies all across this country. I think there's a big well, I've already pulled out my.
Now the regional accrediting agencies are a joke. This is pretty cool, isn't it?